I'm in my shop right now and show you some of the things that we took off the sled to make it set up with wheels. This is my phone number and my email address. Basically, the way I want to work this with sleds is to make a video and we'll put it on YouTube so that it's much easier for people to see. And I would like it if we did all correspondence by email. It's pretty much a one-man show here, so I can't really answer the phone very often. Much easier to do email, then we have a record, and if you wanted to order one, we'd have a copy and go from there. This is the stuff that was taken off from the Ice Oval chassis. Obviously it's the track, a really true Ice Oval skid frame, the front drive sprockets. The other thing we found out, you can't possibly run wheels using the same caster that we use for ice, carbides and skis. The ice stuff is around 28-degree caster. That's way too extreme for a wheel setup. It's actually dangerous with that much caster. So we had to make up a set for wheels using about 10 degrees of caster. That seems to be real stable and be easy for the kids to handle the sled. The skis that we use are some that I make up just like the Champ sleds run. We use aluminum channel. And they're set up to run about 4 inches of carbide. That's pretty much what you do. Take the skis off, skid frame, track, drive axle out, and then set it up with wheels. When you get into the wheels, there is so many options I can't even name them all, but the cool setup is to use go-kart hubs, rims, tires. It's a little spendy, but they have high-speed bearings in them and they'll last a long time. Another option is a simple little wheel you can get at Northern Tool or Harbor Freight. They don't have the high-speed bearing, but for little kids going 7-8 miles an hour, you probably don't need it. Another option we have is a friend of mine runs go-karts and motorcycles on ice. This is a go-kart style rim with the bolt pattern of go-karts, but they actually stud the tires. And there's no reason why this wouldn't work on this Mini also. It's a little bigger tire. Or you can just use it for dirt or asphalt and use a tire similar to this. It's the same tire without the studs. It's probably a little cheaper than the go-kart setup. They're a little bigger diameter, so I think you could run 2 of these on the front and 1 inside the tunnel, and you'd have plenty of traction for running on grass and dirt, asphalt, whatever you want. The go-kart deal probably is the best way to go if you want to have something that's really good and you have a lot of options and sizes. Another option we have is a wheel set up like they use on drag race snowmobiles that run on the drag strips. This would work just fine too, but I don't know how long these little wheels would last if you got aggressive like on asphalt. It'd be great for parades. Then we have a Predator motor here that we would use in the basic sled. It's a 212cc. You can go on YouTube and there's just tons of information on these little motors and what can be done with them. Stock, they run about 3,000 RPM and 6.5 horsepower, which is considerably more than you get in a stock 120. The sled out that I showed you earlier has the chain sprocket centrifugal setup. We might go to this style if people want it, where you have the torque converter and a clutch with a belt. So you do have a variable speed then for the lower RPM, and it's almost infinite gear ratio options. We're going to try to do it so you can take the stock motor and just put it right in the chassis. All you'd probably want to do is disconnect the governor and run it with a stock fuel tank and possibly the stock air cleaner. Okay, so what we're going to do now is like I said, we're in Minnesota and it froze last night, middle of May. When it warms up, I'll make a video of the kids riding that thing. And obviously, you don't even have to be a kid because I'm 70 years old, 180 pounds, and I can ride the thing. Obviously, it wouldn't work very well when it's set up with the skid because the springs wouldn't be strong enough to go from a 4-year-old to 180 pound guy or girl. So the next section I'll do the actual kids riding it. Get a little closer view here of the skid frame. If you're familiar with ice oval sleds, it's a lot like a wall skid, flare skid, same features. So the little guy will learn how to set things up just like the real champs. We have to have all this stuff made to fit because it's really scaled down. Like I said before, it looks like we can build the basic ice oval sled ready for the kid to go out. We won't stud the track because that's something you would probably have to do. But other than that, it would be basically put some gas in it and they can go.